I'll tell you guys exactly what we're doing today. We are riding the wave. We're up and down on this roller coaster as the day has progressed, and we haven't really made any progress one way or the other. It's been definitely a day of mixed news, and I want to talk about what has actually happened during this time. It's very clear, and in fact, over the last 20 minutes or so, there have been some big things that people do need to be aware of. So we're going to talk about all that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So this was a day where we actually did have an opportunity to make some progress in the morning. Didn't happen. And the reason why it didn't happen this morning is our CPI report did in fact come in slightly hotter than expectations. We actually came in 0.1% above expectations. Not really surprising. Again, that's what the markets were somewhat anticipating. In fact, we did get a little bit of a pump off of this report, which I thought was a little strange, followed by an immediate retracement and then kind of a pump once again. And we again just kind of continued riding this wave. But really where things were strange with this report this morning was CPI was in fact slightly elevated, core CPI slightly below expectations. So kind of a mixed bag to begin the day. And then we just kind of got on with our, early sell of the day and then midday rebound, and we kind of progressed into the afternoon. And then we had the peace day resistance, a huge opportunity for the market to take a big step forward. The voting in the House for the Clarity Act, Genius Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act. Unfortunately, this did not pass. Now, this did cause a little bit more sell-off in the crypto market. Go figure. The market's been very reactionary on a lot of the crypto legislation news. Now, I will say that there is another procedural vote that is going to be taking place today that we need to monitor, maybe slight revisions, discussions ongoing, and this may in fact be headed back to the House for voting still this week. Now, there's no guarantees. Nobody knows what the timeline is going to be on this quite yet, but obviously the passing of this and approval of crypto legislation and market structure is going to be a very big deal. And that's, again, what I've talked about, possibly where we can take a big step forward in the market. Obviously, the optics, the excitement that can come from this, is it can snowball very quickly. Now, what I will say is that although we have seen some of these squeezes around the market, both on the short and long side, what we have still seen is a huge presence of short interest continuing to try to push the market down. I will say, I believe that James Wynn did in fact get liquidated earlier today. This guy is just having a rough couple of months here, but we're definitely going through these wild swings. But I did notice something that people need to be aware of. In fact, over the last 20 minutes ago, from the time of filming this video, we actually saw a $400 million USDC injection into Binance. So right now, what we are seeing is actually a lot of liquidity moving into exchanges to buy the dip. Doesn't mean they're buying right now. Doesn't mean it needs to happen today, tomorrow, or anything like that. But this is usually a strategic move for when these discounts are taking place. If the market is not seeing any further significant dips over the next few days, it wouldn't surprise me if we do in fact try to extend and take this next leg. Now, this isn't to guarantee your financial advice or anything like that, but just understand the market does not like to stay stagnant for long. We're still at a day where we're seeing massive volume in the crypto market. There's a lot of volatility we're experiencing right now, and it's a question of who's going to win this battle currently, right? Are the shorts going to win? Are the longs going to win? I will say I made a post a couple days ago on Twitter that the bears have lost, the shorts have lost, and I think that this is true. I believe we are in the midst of this next big move in the crypto market. There are periods of time where we will take a deep breath and prepare for this next leg. We kind of take a gather step before we go in for that layup, right? For anybody who's a basketball fan. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So we'll see how the rest of the day progresses. Hopefully we can get a little bit of an overnight push, but I appreciate you as always. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.